Hi, my name is Katherine Knozovich, and I'm here to talk to you today about the background information on the non-for-profit group that my group and I have chosen to do our group project on. We have decided to partner with the Conservation Fund, which is a nationally funded organization that has been up and going since 1985. Their mission is to help protect America's legacy of land and water resources, and it also helps enhance the climate resiliency. Since 1985, the Conservation Fund has protected over 8 million acres of land in America. With last year alone, they worked on over 150 projects in 35 states, conserving nearly 207,000 acres of land, which estimated the cost to be $323 million. And the fund also invests over 90% of its annual budget into the conservation programs around the United States.
Hello, my name is Jacob Nobley, and I'm working with the Conservation Fund. Here are some statistics about global warming from the years 1880 to 2020. And as you can see, there's been a gradual increase in temperature. And just recently in 2020, we have tied for the warmest record of temperature in May. And as you can see, this from a reliable sources from climate.gov. And here are some statistics about deforestation. From the years 2002 and 2019, we have lost 8.3 million acres of forest a year, and this is equivalent to the size of Belgium. In the year 1965, more than half of the world's tropical forests have been destroyed. And from the years 2001 to 2019, Brazil lost 565,000 square kilometers, and this is equivalent to the state of California. And about 12% of emissions is caused from deforestation, and this is as much as cars, trucks, and vehicles on the road. And Ghana lost 60% of the forest between 2017 and 2018, and this is record-breaking because no one has ever lost so much forest in such a short amount of time. Effects on deforestation. Forests are vital for food and water, not only for animals, but for us. Deforestation ruins livelihood and wildlife because animals have nowhere to go and it ruins their ecosystem. And by the year 2060, the demand for food can double. And these are all from the source of conservation.org. This graph is from Pure Strategies. PureStrategies.com is wants to make the world a better place and more green, and it's all for environmentally friendly materials. And this is their graph. So according to them, by the year 2050, the demand for food can go up by 60%. We can have 2.5 billion more people on the earth, and we can have 40% less water than we have today. So what I thought I'm going to do is I'm going to partner with the Conservation Fund. The Conservation Fund is a non-local, nonprofit organization founded in 1985, and they're committed to saving the lands and improving Earth's current condition. So I thought, what am I going to do to help and spread the word? And I thought the best idea is to do it through social media, because through social media, I can get the message out to as much people in such a short amount of time. And I was thinking, since COVID, everyone's so reliable on technology, everyone's so much more on technology, that this would be a great way to spread the word and partner with the Conservation Fund. So I'll ask some questions. As you can see, I posted it on my Instagram story, just educating them on the different questions about the Earth and what's going on. And here in this slide, I show them the size of Belgium and how much 8.3 million acres is, and just the size of Belgium, and that's how much forest we lost in the year from the years 2002 to 2019. And I asked them the question, do you think the condition of the environment will improve with the future generations? Because for me, I think it can if we spread the word and do our part for the earth. And I let them know that the Conservation Fund is one of the many nonprofit organizations that helps the planet. The Conservation Fund has already helped save 8.3 million acres of land since 1985. And I let my followers know that the Conservation Fund is a great way to get involved and help the condition of the earth. Because if you donate to the Conservation Fund, it only helps us because they're helping the earth. And I gave them the website to the Conservation Fund and the link. So if they're interested, they can look at it and hopefully they can tell other people about it. And the Conservation Fund will just grow and it would help everyone. And here are my sources. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Peter Velarde, and I will be talking about why we should go green on social media. There is no doubt that social media has become a huge part of the daily lives of people. 59% of Americans use it, and people all over the world use social media in different manners. The question is, can it be an effective tool to spread awareness on the environment? Some may only have the purpose of connecting with friends and relatives, while others may see it as an opportunity to fully express themselves. In the past year, social media has been the place where people share their views on popular topics. Facebook offers group and pages so that different people with similar perspective and favorites may mingle and share ideas with one another. Twitter and Instagram, on the other hand, has been utilizing hashtags to connect people with similar cause and views. Social media can absolutely help to save the environment, and it's actually one of the best ways of advertising to the next generation about keeping the planet sustainable for years to come. By taking advantages of social media, people can make a positive difference in the world. As far as environment protection is concerned, social media can potentially act both a bullhorn and tallying system that is needed to show that not only are people damaging change, but it is a multitude compared to just a few. The aggregation of Earth's environment has become more popular to discuss in the last decade. And while individuals can alter their routines and habits to be greener, the major companies can make the most impact. While someone on their own might lack the ability to call up the top executive of a company and demand change, the internet has begun to provide a platform to do almost the same thing. Social media has had a strong presence in the modern society starting in the early 2000s. Now, almost everyone has access to a profile on one various social media website or another, and they're using it to make change where they see that it needs to be made. One case of this is from years back when Greenpeace began to raise awareness that Nestle used palm oil in their Kit Kat bars. Palm oil that came from companies that killed Indonesian rainforests. Without the help of social media, Greenpeace might have tried to change this by going to court against corporate attorneys. They might have lost without the public ever actually knowing about the case. Instead, they started spreading the hashtag KitKat, and it started trending on Twitter. People spread the news so quickly and to such a far-reaching audience that the mainstream news began to pick it up. They reported on the issues and even called out Nestle for its reaction on its own social media. By using social media, people came together and made change happen. Since Nestle committed to this, using only plantation level palm oil by 2015. And last, you have to do your own research. As with anything, you can't believe everything you see on social media. Another pitfall of popular platforms is that people can post whatever they want, even if it's not the truth. Recently, fake social media posts have been falling under the term fake news. So always do your research. If you see a post you want to get passionate about, double check the facts before sharing it and brush up on how to spot fake news. Social media can absolutely be a tool that is good to use for environmental activism. One of the main goals of activism is to get more people informed and involved, in creating a Facebook or LinkedIn group is much more easier than passing out flyers on the street corner. Make sure you know all the good it can do, as well as the harm, and you'll be able to use it to its full potential by making use of efficient content writing. Social media in today's world is something very big. Everyone has it. If you're able to be online and reach out to people by helping save the environment, then this can be really big. As said earlier, it is way easier to post online than to be handing out flyers. Nowadays, whatever you post online, millions of people have access to it. Thank you.